Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called Metis. Update deck bullish, bad boy, once again for you guys because it's on the move again, breaking highs. So I want to do that. But I also want to present this information. I showed this a long while ago, but not too many people paid attention because sometimes things you can overlook the obvious things in markets. But I decided to go through the S&P 500 here. You see this overall picture. S&P 500 going this way, but I'm going to show you guys this right here. Okay, this is going to matter for crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whether they're going to be going bullish. They're bullish right now, obviously, but I look at the S&P. I showed this like maybe a month ago or something like that. Nobody paid much attention because this is mostly a crypto channel. We're not, interested in 10%, 15, 20%, or 30%. We're interested in what 2X's, 3X's, 5X's, and 10X plus, 20X plus. If you're new to my channel, if you're new to crypto, if you don't think you get 10X's or 20X's in crypto, well, you're going to be surprised, especially when it goes bullish. You get more than that in crypto. So here's the deal. I went through the history of the S&P 500. Only spot in the history of the S&P 500 that it has a bull flag. You see that? That's a bull flag, guys, in my opinion. So maybe that's telling us something about the S&P. Maybe it's doing this for a little while. Could be. It could be. Maybe it's going up to 4,500, 4,600, maybe even higher. Who knows? But that's looks like a bull flag to me, guys. So just a little food for thought. Let's go over Metis coin here, guys. So Metis went up and broke the high. And what did it get up to? 42. So here's a couple of options with Metis. Okay. So here's the deal in the RSI. You can see in the Stokes or stochastic RSI, got two pieces of data down there. Volume, nothing crazy on the daily chart. Okay. So it came here. Here's wave one. And then let me go to a 12-hour chart, get to a little more clear view on those waves. Okay, so here's Metis. I'm looking at it, and here's wave one, third wave there, and then corrected it. Okay, and here's the third wave peak on that highest peak RSI for the fifth. So it's hard to say if Metis completed the sequence there or if this is the fourth wave. So you have two options with Metis right now, guys. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going up for a 5, and Metis is probably going to correct right back to the 29 or 30 or something like that. Or you may have a shot right here that Metis may have gone like that, and then it completed it and could be going off into another stronger wave. Okay. So the reason I say now 12-hour Stokes is getting up there pretty good. Let's check the daily again. The daily's all the way down there. Could have reset it right here, guys. Okay, you see here's the second wave. It came back around, reset it. It could go up and make that a third wave. So what you're going to want to be looking for in the RSI to see if it's going to do that is if it takes out the divergence. So let's go to a 12-hour chart. To just give you guys an idea is you have to check it out and see if it takes that divergence out, just like that, okay? So then you know you're dealing with the third wave. That's the only way you can know that, guys. Otherwise, it'll keep the bearish divergence, and you know you'll be in a fifth wave, and it'll correct that whole sequence. Just not going to know until it's done, guys, and what Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's going to go up, let's say Bitcoin goes up to, it's at 24.5 more or less, and it could go up to, say, 26 or 27. It could have entered into a third wave. You have that possibility, guys. The third waves can have shallow corrections. So with Metis, I'll go over the overall picture. I explain to you why this could be a very, very bullish asset. Okay. So let's go to the overall picture of Metis. As you can see right here, this is with your Elliott waves. Metis has a wave one, and then all the way up here for wave one, and here for 2. So now Metis is over in this wave. So let me make a change here real quick. I'm going to go to micro, just like so, okay? So now you have Metis. This is the wave sequence. This could be a smoke show for Metis, potentially. Don't hold my numbers over here. I'm just putting them over there, okay, guys? Let me move that out of the way. All right, just like so. Just put them over there. Just keep them out of the way for the time being. Okay, so now you have another wave sequence over here. You got another 1, 2, right? Okay, so now it's working on potentially this third wave over here. And what I'm going to do is go down 1. I'll change that to blue, better blue right there. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, right? Okay, so now we're in this other wave that Metis is in. Just putting these over here, guys. Don't think that it's going up to those numbers, even though it can go well beyond that number. So now we're in this wave over here, okay? So now you have an option. So basically, Metis has either, from my previous over here, explained to you what was going on. Metis is either in a 1-2 and it's going, excuse me, Metis is in a 1-2 and it's going to a third, or it's in a fifth wave. Okay, so now I'm going to take the next sequence. So now you're looking at, let's say it's going to finish right there, right? 1, 2, and then it'll be going like this. So okay, now let me change the color of that one to let's see, what's a good color here? I got green and blue. Let's change that one to like a purple. Can't really tell the difference right now, but well, let me change the lower sequence. You know, you go down lower sequences because it's a sequence of this one. So let's just say for purposes, this 1, it comes back down for 2, and then it's going to go into this wave over here. Okay, so you get your 3, like 4, and then you got a 5. Okay, and then that'll be the third wave of 1, 2, 3. You know, over here for 4, and then up for a 5, and then the whole sequence 1, 2, and you got a 3. Okay, just like so, 3, and then you got a 4, and then you got a 5. Okay, so like that. So you can see that the plan here is that Metis is going to be doing something like that. Okay, more than likely because it's set up in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And what is that called? Well, if you're in a 1, 2, 1, 2, you're in a smoke show. And if you found the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you're in a super smoke show. Okay. Now, no guarantees. Things can go awry real quick in the markets. You know, maybe JP is going to come out and raise interest rates up to 8% or something like that. Blast it up, pull a Paul Volcker, and that would scare everybody out of the markets, even though that wouldn't really matter much because if you have more buyers than sellers, assets go up. If you have more sellers than buyers, assets go down. That's the reality of it. It's just the hat trick the Fed likes to play on people, get them scared and get them out of the market, especially big institutional investors and things like that, and even retail. And like it's doing right now, just like it's been doing since June of last year. Once they started to say they're going to raise rates, most of the retail, as you know, have been scared out of the market because they say they're raising rates. There's no way any asset could go up. It's got to go down. Therefore, they stay out. And then they get back in and they play they get played by the Fed more or less, by not intentionally really, but kind of like it's a default type thing because by the time they get around to realizing that, oh, wait a second, it's all bullish, you know, they're going to be entering in a Metis at say $125, right? Instead of entering down here at say 15 or, you know, even picking up at 22 or maybe even 19, and then you're up there with like a 10x basically, and they're just thinking about going back in. That's how it works, guys. That's usually how it goes with those that are going off the media and using the news events to base their investment decisions. Okay, I'm not saying ignore them completely, but you're going to be better off not letting those influence your investment decisions. Kathy Woods doesn't, and she's a girl. She's a woman. She's a woman, right? She doesn't. What did she do? She bought the dip on GBTC. I don't know if you guys know that. That's what I heard. She bought the dip on GBTC. She bought the dip prior to that on GBTC, and then it came out and dipped again. She bought some more. Or maybe it was Coinbase. Excuse me. Maybe it was Coinbase. Don't hold me to that. It's one of them. It was one of them. I know she got Coinbase, and I know she got GBTC. And then Coinbase went up. It did a dip. Or GBTC went up and it did a dip, and she got either Coinbase or GBTC. So she's probably not using the news events to determine that decision. I doubt it. Okay. Because interest rates are going up, right? They're still going up. So here's the deal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is like super bullish. So super smoke show could be coming up for Metis. And if that is the correct count, you could probably be pretty pretty much assured that it's going to break that high right there. It's $311, and that very well could happen. Now, for the short term, it's just going to determine is that the fourth wave, and it very well could be. It could be coming up to that. If it's not, you could have a 1 and a shallow 2, which is super, super bullish for this asset, guys, because now you're going to be looking at $70 or $80 probably on that third wave for Metis, but we're just not going to know yet. It is getting up there, and it is making some bullish or bearish divergence, but the correction after that's done with that wave will probably be where somewhere in the previous fourth wave, guys. That's where these assets like to go. I just showed a previous video, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could have an extended fifth wave. It can get way up there, and it might not get all the way back down, but usually that's where they like to correct to. It's pretty simple right there in these wave patterns, guys. So you don't have to get super technical. You don't have to have a degree in mathematics to understand these wave patterns, because here is the deal with the wave patterns, guys. Where's my 2 on that thing? I don't even see my 2 anymore. Where did it go? Hold on for a second here. Oh, no, wait a second. This one. Let me put the wave count on. Oh, it's way down there. It got shoved way, way down there. Sometimes that happens on this thing right here, guys. It makes it does this type deal right here. So on TradingView, I don't like TradingView for some various reasons. It does some goofy stuff, or maybe I got the settings wrong or something like that. But anyhow, here it is like that. Okay. And the pattern too, I want to show you guys this pattern that it does. So here's the thing too, is you want to go back and look at the history of your asset to get an idea what it does. Okay. So sometimes, like, you might see something. UFO gaming does this, guys. So sometimes you might see a wave that goes like this, right? And you're like, that's a 3-wave move, ABC, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, it's not bullish. It's going to come back down or something like that. You don't want to make a hasty decision when you do that. The reason why is that, you want to first go over and say, well, let's see what it did before. And then you go over here and history of it, and you go, oh, look. And then it went down a little bit and freaking blasted off. And it looked like it made a 3-wave move. So it could be doing the same thing over there, because these charts are going to repeat the pattern. They're going to repeat the pattern. Okay. For those who are new to my channel, why do charts repeat the pattern within the same chart? Well, it's because the same investors more or less are in Metis, and they're over here. Now they're back over here. Same type of people, more or less. People that like Metis usually stay with Metis. People that XRP stay with XRP. People that are in Cardano stay in Cardano. Therefore, usually Cardano is going to make the same type of waves, kind of like Metis over here. So here we got a little wave pattern, and you can see it took it some time to get off. It went back down and blasted up into a third wave, and then it had a mess over here. Maybe some sort of extended, well, now you could say that's some sort of ending diagonal on the first wave. But the issue with Metis is that it came out in May of 21, when everything, January, February of 21 to May of 21 is when everything, most everything in the crypto market went bearish. And there were a few assets like Metis, Phantom, Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin, obviously, they went up all the way into November of 21. But you can see Metis here kept going in January of 22. It came back down, did a nice correction. And then you can see the pattern right here with Metis. It went up into a wave, a real deep and extended second wave, kind of like right over here. Same thing, all the way back down. And then Metis is probably going into that wave pattern right there. So plan accordingly, because I am going to assume that you're probably going to see some charts that are going to say that. Just saying. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.